So that's how you get bigger checks. Deliver early, pick up early, sleep at the shipper if you can, when is beneficial to do so. First come, first serve loads in particular. Buy your own, buy your food from big box stores instead of the truck stop. Eat healthy so that you can run and not sit around saying you're sick. Eat healthy so that you are less likely to get a disease, and it's going to save you money as well. So that's how you get bigger paychecks, man. Bigger paychecks. Yeah, maybe I'll put this at the beginning of the video for those who just want the quick info without the details. Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, it's the middle of the night. I don't have additional lighting, so I apologize in advance for the video being dark. But I woke up, it was 3 o'clock, it's now 4 o'clock. I finally decided to go ahead and do it. Like I tell y'all, man, procrastination, you got to work on it. It'll kill you. And it's only going to hold you back because, see, at 3 o'clock I woke up, I was like, I should record the video about sleeping at the shipper. And then it went from that to delivering early, because that's how I got here. And then it went from that to, no, it should be about bigger checks. And as you see by the title, that's what I stuck with. But, of course, doing all that thinking, I had to get up and go ahead and make the video. I wanted to do it later in better lighting, but I'm like, nah, I need to go ahead and do the video. Because otherwise, there is a potential to, again, during the lighting, for one, something could come up. Two, whether something comes up or not, we as humans, being imperfect and all, have the tendency to create things which we can use as an excuse to procrastinate. So it may not even be something of significance that comes up, but in my mind, something will come up to create an excuse for putting it off again, even in the lighting. So it's like, you might as well do it now. And if you take my course, Life Designer's Workshop, then that's why it's something I talk about, procrastination. You can't design your life and not be mindful of your tendency to procrastinate. And I also talk about being action biased, because once you're mindful, hey man, what are you doing? Once you're mindful about the fact that you have a tendency, most of you, if you're like me, you have a tendency to procrastinate. Maybe somebody's mastered that and it never comes up. Good for you. You achieved that level already. You can pay attention to something else. But anyway, let's get to the video, man. So what this is about is getting bigger checks. And so the first thing I talk about as far as that goes is delivering your loads as early as you can. You know, a lot of times you get these appointments or whatever, and it's not necessarily true. Or it can be true that you don't have to stick with the appointment. And I don't mean blowing the appointment off. I mean that if you can get there earlier, then sometimes they'll take it earlier. This happened to me 3 times this week already. So yesterday I delivered early. They said I had a 1 o'clock appointment. I got there at 7 o'clock. This was in Lubbock, Texas. Was it yesterday? Whatever. The other day I delivered in Lubbock, Texas. They said I had a 1 o'clock appointment. I got there at 7, actually around 7 o'clock. And he said somebody was supposed to be there at 7:30. I'm like, well, you know, is it possible you could go ahead and get this off by 7:30? Then I'll be out the way. Y'all won't even have to worry about me later at 1 o'clock. And somebody else might show up. You can get them. I'm like, because I was told y'all needed this product anyway, which I was. It was Pepsi. Y'all keep buying this nasty soda. So, yeah, I can't say y'all because they also create they also manufacture Rockstar energy drinks. And every now and then I will still drink a Rockstar energy drink. 240 milligrams of caffeine, but 35 milligrams of sugar, or 35 grams of sugar maybe. Anyway, I really shouldn't be saying y'all. We keep buying this stuff. Anyway, so after going around for a little while, not me and him going back and forth, but him checking on things, and of course, that 7:30 truck didn't show up. That worked to my favor. So I had a 1 o'clock appointment in Lubbock. I got that one off at 7:30, which allowed me to go to Lockney, Texas, and pick up the load I have now early enough to get down here early. Now, here at this particular place, well, not where I am now, but where I delivered to early today, I wasn't supposed to get there until Friday morning at 7 o'clock. But I delivered yesterday evening around 1 o'clock. So since I was empty yesterday at 1 o'clock, then I was able to get here where I am now by 4:30, which is their cutoff time for loading. Unfortunately, they could not. GPS. Go to sleep, GPS. Unfortunately, they didn't have my load ready to leave yesterday by 4:30, so I still had to wait until Friday morning to get loaded. But I wasn't supposed to deliver my load at the other place until 7:30 Friday morning. But instead, I asked the guy, could I sleep at the dock on this load to pick up this load for Friday morning. So instead of delivering my last load at 7:30, I'm actually at the dock to pick up my next load at 7:30. Now, I really was seriously considering sleeping at the hotel because I need to take a shower, I need to wash clothes, and I was looking forward to doing that, especially because I could have did that earlier today. Lay down, man. Lay down. I could have done that earlier today, but I wanted to get here, and I was hoping that I would be able to leave and then do that later. But it doesn't work out like that at times. So I said, well, is it okay if I spent the night at the dock? And then he was like, yes. And I was like, okay, because, well, I didn't say because to him. I'm saying because to you. This is a first come, first served place, which means, you probably already know what that means. First come, first served. You are loaded in the order of your arrival. So if the place opened at 7, and that's, again, y'all, that's why I say to drive a year so you become familiar with the industry and how the different moving parts are, and then you'll have better insight on what to do and how to navigate and how to make more money. Well, y'all are here, so you're going to find out some stuff, but I can't, even still, I can't possibly bring up everything to talk about, to tell you. But anyway, let's go forward with this. So if it's a first come, first served place, and this is something that you have to ask the broker or your dispatcher because they don't always tell you. I was told that there was an appointment at 7. Well, actually, now it was like it opens at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Because that's the time that they told my dispatch that they open 8 o'clock. But he did say that it's first come, first served. They open at 8, it's first come, first served. So when I got here and I asked the dude about staying at the dock and what time would they be in to be able to start loading me, he said, well, yeah, you can stay at the dock. If you're here, then we can start working on you at 7:30. Wow. See, that's a little bit earlier. And here's the deal. At these first come, first served places, and then you got other people that's been in the industry a while, or people that has been at this shipper before, they already know the deal. So if you would have waited, or if I would have waited until 8 o'clock, there would have been a line of trucks here already because some of them spent the night. I'm going to show you in a second. Which means I wouldn't have got loaded till 10, 11, who knows, depends on how many trucks are here. So here's the points. Deliver early if you can deliver early. And it just doesn't have to be every time, but it should be a good habit because it's going to put you in a better position more often to move quicker. Remember, this didn't work out at every turn the way I wanted it to, but I don't supposed to be here yet. I'm still supposed to be getting unloaded at 7:30 in the morning. Instead, I'm here to be loaded. So although I had to wait all night, I'm still ahead of the game. And this time I happen to be picking up a load to take me to the house. So I'll be to the house earlier this weekend than I would have been if I had waited to deliver at the last stop. Anyway, here are some points to take away. One, deliver early if you can deliver early. Sometimes you have to call the broker or you have to call the receiver to see if you can deliver early. Other times you just want to show up. This is stuff you're going to have to find out. You just want to show up because if you call and ask, they're going to say no. Why? Because either they can't. It's a just-in-time situation, which means they only take product as they need it because they got limited warehouse space. So it might be that, but it might also be that other drivers are already going to just show up on their own and they don't want to tell you yeah because they're already going to have to deal with people coming early and they're going to get them unloaded. So these are things that you'll learn. Again, just something that you learn. So it might be certain types of shippers or receivers or specific shippers that you come to know because of having been there before or heard about that you learn these types of things. So anyway, you'll have to make a call depending on your judgment of where you're going on whether to make a phone call and see if you can deliver early or just show up early and see if they'll take you early. The second point was to, I really had to back up. But a lot of this stuff I've already done videos on. It was years ago. And if you look on the new driver tips, you'll see some of this information. If you've been to the website, you'll see the information on new driver tips. But, I know new people come through every day. And like I said, that video is years old. A lot of y'all haven't been to the website, so I'm giving it to you right here, right now. And then, the title of this is Bigger Paychecks. So you might be more interested in this instead of actually learning all the other information that comes with new driver tips because people feel like if it ain't specifically about trucking, driving a truck, then what kind of tip is it? It does me no good, blah, blah, blah. But I know you also feel the same way about money. So some of y'all old heads to my video, you've seen the video before, some of the new ones, then this is not the first time. Shall we continue? Okay. So deliver early if you can deliver early. Pick up early if you can pick up early. The question to ask is it first come, first serve, or strictly appointment? Because if it's strictly appointment, then you don't want to. You might as well go somewhere, take a shower, wash your clothes, do whatever else you want to do. Also, that Super 8, they got Wi-Fi there. So I was going to upload some videos. One of the things it doesn't have is a laundromat, washing machine, laundry. So, I was like, forget that. I'm not going up there to spend the money and spend the night, take a shower, can't even wash clothes. I said, I'm going to get loaded up and get up out of here. And I was really thinking that it might not be a line of trucks here in the morning, but it's already, from what I can see, two trucks here waiting. And it's just, they got here in the middle of the night. It's 4 o'clock now. It's after 4 o'clock now. So others may come in before 7:30 as well. But anyway, so that's it. Deliver early if you can deliver early. Sometimes you have to call to find out if you can deliver early. Other times you just want to show up. Pick up early if you can pick up early. Sometimes you want to call to see if you can pick up early because that could also let them know to have the material ready in time for you to pick up early. Other times you just want to show up to pick up early. And then another way to get bigger checks, this is a little extra. Again, something I've mentioned before, is to not get advances if you don't have to get advances. A lot of drivers get in the habit of getting advances just simply because you can, but since that money is in your pocket, now there's an increased tendency for you to spend that money when you stop at truck stops, and buying unnecessary stuff. So, that's a huge tip. Don't take advances just because you can take advances. Leave it there for your check. Leave it there for your family. I've spoken to many couples many trucker wives who complain about him spending hundreds and up to $1,000 more. But I just remember an email that the lady said he spends $1,000 a month, I guess, on the road, and leave her with a few hundred to pay the bill with kids to pay the bill. But and so another tip, of course, is to get your refrigerator. This truck comes with a refrigerator. This company I'm with, they got refrigerators in the truck and they have APUs in the truck. Get your refrigerator if your truck doesn't come with a refrigerator, and get your food. Before I came here to spend the night, I went to Walmart because Courtney ran out of dog food, and I ran out of pineapples. And so I went to Walmart, then came back. So, the $15, $20 I spent today is going to last for a week. Where some people spend that every couple of days because you buy at the truck stop. Now, just because you're here, I see the video is long. Of course, you could have been left. But if you're still here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you some of the stuff that I recommend you eat to remain reasonably healthy while on the road. And this is not all inclusive, but I just show you some of the stuff that I got while I was at Walmart. Some of the stuff that I used, some stuff I already had. Let me see. Okay. So what you have here, because I want to show you how I do it. I don't eat as much tuna these days. I did tell you on the website that is how I lost weight the first time, with a lot of tuna as opposed to other kinds of meat. What I get now is something called kippers. I ate all of them. I didn't get any more when I was at Walmart. But kippers, they don't have mercury in it. The problem with tuna is that it's possible that it contains more mercury than you want to be putting in your body because mercury accumulates in the body. So kippers are similar to sardines. They are a type of herring, and they don't have that problem. But you get the same nutritional benefits as tuna. So you got your omega-3s and protein and all that. But I don't even eat as much of those. I don't eat as much meat as I used to. So you got peas. These are sweet peas. You can also get string beans. I've gotten spinach. Yes, that's in the can. Some of the cans might have BPA in it. That's people who are at a deeper level on the health kick. You can get more expensive peas. You won't find it at Walmart. Well, maybe you will. I don't know. I hadn't looked. But if you're not familiar with BPA, you can look it up if you're really, 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 really serious about health. A lot of times we don't check the labels. You assume this is sweet peas. The only thing that's going to be in it is peas and water or whatever. But no, if you look at the ingredients, peas, water, and sugar. So that's something to be aware of. There's another video that I talk about sugar. Sugar compromises the immune system. I'm just going to mention that real quick. So that's why I suggest you don't drink the fruit juices. And that's why I say you should limit your intake on fruit if you're trying to lose weight. Because even though this is 100% pineapple juice, and pineapple's got a lot of sugar in it. Now that's sugar from the fruit. Apples got sugar, bananas got sugar. It's all natural sugar, but it's still sugar. So at the end of the day, if you're trying to lose weight, then that's gonna work against you. Now here's the interesting. Oh, so with this, with the peas, with any vegetable, I like to put. Now this is lemon pepper. I also use seasoning salt, but I usually have garlic, and I don't have any right now. I usually have garlic. That's what I put in all the veggies. Why? Because garlic has a lot of health benefits. All right, let's go over here to the crushed pineapple. Crushed pineapples. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's different sizes. It depends on would be a snack I eat at night or even the meal at night. And this would be something I start the morning off with. So it's a larger amount. And when I eat the pineapples, or you might have peaches and pears as well, but lately that's all I've been eating is crushed pineapple. With 100% real pineapple juice, because even like that, 100% pineapple juice, this has 16 grams of sugar. 16 grams of sugar up in this one little can. Wait, that's per serving. And this is two servings. 2 servings. So that's 32 grams of sugar in this pineapple. You see? 32 grams of sugar in this pineapple. That's about almost as much as in an energy drink, y'all. So you do have to be, and that's why I say, you have to choose your battle, if you're going to be eating stuff like this and then you turn around and drink the energy drinks and the sodas and all that, that's a lot of sugar you put in your body. So anyway, in the pineapples, I like to put coconut oil, and I also like to put cinnamon. What do I do with it? Oh, cinnamon. Of course, you can get this from a health food store, better quality. But cinnamon is like garlic, very healthy, and so I include it in my diet. And sometimes I will eat peanut butter along with my pineapple. You say, you put it in there or what? It doesn't matter, man. I just put it together. I don't really put it in there, but I'll eat pineapple. I might eat a couple of spoons of peanut butter or something. So that's how I do that. And you won't believe this coconut oil will actually bring out the taste in that pineapple. Coconut oil and the cinnamon in the pineapple, man, that is good, man. I'm telling you. Try it. At least try it. And what else we got? That's pretty much it. I like putting this in my kippers. Plenty of water. When I leave the house, I usually make a herbal tea using burdock root and yellow dock and bilberry. Again, that's for people at the next level of the health kick, getting into herbs and all of that. And I will bring about a gallon of that with me. So the water is primary after all of that is gone. While I still got that, that's pretty much my primary drink, herbal tea. But if y'all more interested in that, then just let me know and I'll do a video on that. But that's it, y'all. Because when you do this stuff, then that's going to also help you save money. And it's going to help you look, if I didn't have this stuff, then it would be harder to get to these places early. See what I'm saying? Because with the food, which is cheaper and more healthy than what's in the truck stop, then I would spend more time eating, spend more time in the truck stop buying this food, and spend more money. So that's how you get bigger checks. Deliver early, pick up early, sleep at the shipper if you can, when is beneficial to do so. First come, first serve loads in particular. Buy your food from big box stores instead of the truck stop. Eat healthy so that you can run and not sit around saying you're sick. Eat healthy so that you are less likely to get a disease, and it's going to save you money as well. So that's how you get bigger paychecks, man. Bigger paychecks. Yeah, maybe I'll put this at the beginning of the video for those who just want the quick info without the details and you think you're going to figure it out. Now let me show you what's going on outside. I was the first one here, but take a look at what it looks like out here now. I got a truck on each side of me. Can't really see. There's one truck over there. There's a truck over there. And there's one more dock on the other side of him. I don't think there's a truck over there. But you can't tell, and we still have a few more hours to go before it's time to start the show. Oh yeah, so the trade-off. Well, like I said, I wanted to take a shower, and I wanted to shave. As you can see, I need to shave and everything. So the trade-off, of course, is that you may go a day or 2 or 3 without a shower if this is a habit. And then there becomes a point, of course, depending on, how your situation runs, whether you get dirty or not, there comes a point where you have to weigh whether it makes sense for you to get there early or pick up early or deliver early as opposed to stopping and getting a shower. If you're funky, if you look nasty, other than just not shaving, but your clothes are dirty and looking crazy, then you do want to stop and get cleaned up because you don't want to be showing up at the customer looking like that. They might just put you off just because they you know what I'm saying, your total disregard to your appearance and everything. Yes, people do judge. It's part of human nature. We act like it shouldn't. Well, I mean, people shouldn't act on their judgment, but it's natural for people to judge. I'm not getting into all of that trucking philosophy. But anyway, the reason that's important is because since you know that people will judge you just like you judge people, then there are times you will need to do things a certain way because it's in your best interest, because you're using common sense to know that people will judge. Instead of walking around here like some people do, acting like you're surprised that you're being judged because of whatever, some of the things that you might be judged for. Reality is that some of the things that we do, some of the ways that we dress, some of the ways that we act, we're going to be judged for it by certain types of people in a certain way, which means that it has consequences. And that's just something my point is, it's something to be mindful and aware of so that can inform your decisions on what you're going to do. Now, you can continue to do whatever you do, that's fine, but just don't act like you're appalled or surprised because people are judging, and there are going to be immature people or people lacking in the personal development area that because of their judgment of you is going to dictate their behavior. So that's just something you're going to encounter forever. But the thing is for you to become the type of person who are not that shallow. We're all going to judge, but what you learn is that just because you make an assessment, just because you pass judgment at a certain level, you realize that it's not necessarily accurate, and that is just and therefore you don't act on that judgment. So it really becomes interesting. It becomes more like a game because a lot of times I will say, that person, because of these reasons, seem like they would be like this and this and this and this. And the fun part is going over, speaking to that person to see how well the judgment matches with the person's personality. And oftentimes you'll find that you're completely off. So that's the interesting thing about life, man. And you know, growth is a beautiful thing. So you be that person who is mindful of the fact that people judge. This has turned into a completely different video. Be mindful of the fact that people judge, including you, but also be mindful, since you are mindful, and then you also know to be careful, not to allow your actions to be determined by your judgment. You still want to be fair. You still want to be neutral in how you act. You still want to monitor and take back. You know what I'm saying? You might pass a judgment, but then you negate that joint. You have a judgment on a certain person or a situation or even a truck or a shipper or a receiver or a dispatcher or a load. You might have a judgment based on whatever information you got. It might be ridiculous information, but still you might have a judgment. But because of your mindfulness, then you withhold your judgment. That's my point. By default, you might have judgment, and then because you're mindful, you have the ability to withhold that judgment, or at least not allowing that judgment to determine your action and interaction. All right. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hope you got something out of it. Catch you later. Have a great day. Make somebody smile. So that's how you get bigger checks. Deliver early, pick up early, sleep at the shipper if you can, when is beneficial to do so. First come, first serve loads in particular. Buy your food from big box stores instead of the truck stop. Eat healthy so that you can run and not sit around saying you're sick. Eat healthy so that you are less likely to get a disease, and it's going to save you money as well. So that's how you get bigger paychecks, man. Bigger paychecks. Yeah, maybe I'll put this at the beginning of the video for those who just want the quick info without the details.